Ooh, turn off my. I'm like, yeah.
Yes, I don't know.
Yep. About you. Good evening, everyone. The board is running a little late, so please bear with us. Mayor, if you're talking, excuse me, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Mayor, I can't hear you. Mayor. Hello? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay, there you are.
Take me off mute. You're on mute again. Okay, better. Okay.
On the roll.
Alderman Smith. Alderman Dales. Alderman Harmon Ward.
Present.
President Thomas. Alderman Warnes. Alderman Hester. I can't hear you.
She said here,
Alderman Von Sturgeon.
Alderwoman Von Tucker.
Here.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you. May we have a motion to approve the agenda, please? Alderwoman Smith,
Mayor, I make a motion to approve today's agenda, August 17th, which is a Thursday, 2023. Starting at
what time?
7:55 PM.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Okay, it has been moved by Alderwoman Smith, second by Alderwoman Van Surgeon and Alderwoman Warnes, that we accept the agenda. Any discussions? There's amendment being made to the agenda.
In this meeting, 9:30 PM. So I would like to make a motion that we hire an contractor from Stickett to help out in our finance office.
Okay, there's been amendment to the agenda to add. Can't make a motion, we gotta add it to the agenda. So it's been amendment to the agenda to end the meeting at 9:30 and also to add a vote to hire a CPA from Sinkage to help with the finances. Can we have a second?
I second.
It has been moved in second by Alderwoman Van Surgeon and Alderwoman Dales. Any discussions? Okay, no discussions, all in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Now, we'll go back now to approve the full agenda. Now, may we have a motion to accept the agenda as amended?
Make a motion to accept the agenda as
It's been moved by Alderman Thomas, second by Alderwoman Dales to accept the agenda as amended. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. We'll move forward. Next thing on the agenda. We got 3 minutes for the public, and do we have Director? Okay, Director Lane. Are you giving your report or just we handed it out?
We're
late, so I think you just hand it out and at the next. Okay, we're now open for public comment for 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Anthony. Anthony Green, address is 928 Ward Office. We can't.
I cannot hear Anthony.
Well, they are. You can't ask them to compile financial reports and then open. That will be a conflict of interest and will compromise your independence. You can't hire other accounting firms, this is Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Regional, Ruben Brown, but you can't hire your own auditor to serve as a consultant on the financial side and then also to do your audit. That's the first thing. Second, the ARPA money that you have, please use it for information technology. Your phone system sucks. Your IT server sucks. Most of your equipment is outdated. ARPA money would be an excellent use for that. And I ask you, even as an accountant, don't be cheap with the ARPA money for the system. For telephone, telephone equipment, servers. It would be a wise money. We have a waste management contract that's expiring. This is a 5-year contract. This is the last year. After the budget, we can go contract for the 5 years so we can lock in a better price with all the inflation that's going around. And do we have the GPS devices in the police department for the vehicles? I thought I saw a line item on the budget that had GPS in the police department. I don't know if that was for police cars or for different GPS items, but I think I could find the page. And lastly, I just really hope that y'all really work on, just getting along and getting these things passed. The ordinance for the crime contact the Florida Department and Officer Stringer to get him to do the training regarding the crime rate. Then we need to read that same program that Florida has over here. I don't know what the bottleneck is, but whatever. Let's get the training and roll it out. I think it's a good project. And it's already been court tested. Florida has already court tested. Thank you.
I'm ready to work for. 9240 Howard Drive. I was looking on the website and I saw a document of over 300 pages of bills. And I do not understand why they're paying so much behind and we are right at late fees. I'm fine with spending money on anything, not late fees, if it's unnecessary. But I
Very muffled.
using the lights at the office over there, the police station, using the lights too. Why are they doing this? Why are we writing the late fees? Why are there over 300-page document of bills which just aren't taken care of? That's just asinine in my opinion, but something needs to happen, so what has to be done. And I don't care who not, you in a building with lights, hope that the light will be paid, because I don't like to work out without it. I'm just saying, it's a little home. And I mean, I also volunteered for the mission. I don't know what's going on with that, but I volunteer for a lot of things. My time is not valuable and this not worth it. I am totally fine with not participating in it and being able to get back to my city in another way. I wanted to do it in an official capacity, but I gotta do something better with this. It's people who really, free. I'm not retired, I do work. So I am actually putting this in my schedule, so please do not.
Farm Land, 9900 block of Martindale Road. I'm not on next door, but I have lots of people who send me information on next door. And I have lots of neighbors sending me information on next door. Oh, today, that posted all the morning. And I read it a couple of times. And there were some questions that I didn't understand, why you didn't understand. Section 2.245 of the budget process. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, I'm gonna know it in 2 minutes. So, the Board of Aldermen may revise, alter, increase, or items contained in the proposed budget. I'm gonna stop at that sentence. As a citizen, when I read these ordinances, they're presented to me as law, and this is your responsibility to do. This is written. This is the process that I expect to follow. This is not new. I don't care what mayor and what department heads decide on what it is in the budget. It is your responsibility to review that budget and revise, alter, increase, or decrease. Voted for you to do that, to represent our best interest. And the personal stuff behind this really is a distraction. It's disingenuous, and it's not very productive for the citizens of Belltown. So I thank you, board members who do not try to govern on next door, because you have every Tom, Dick, and Henrietta on this side of the river, and but you give comments about what you're saying. I just don't think that's productive. I do know we're all entitled to our opinion, but the law is the law, and I expect you all to follow the law. It's not, I don't think any ordinances have changed since this board has come, or since the mayor has come. So there's nothing new about it. There's even an ordinance that addresses when the board has not passed by July 1. So that's the law as well. I appreciate you doing your work.
My name is Sandra Parker, and I'm at 904 LaVon Drive. My concern is this. In July, we had those different storms that blew down trees. I called into Bell Valley and asked my neighbor's tree was in my backyard. Then I drug it to the curbside. And I did call Bell Valley. The intake person did let me know that they are short of staff, but she will put me on the list. Have the limbs picked up. Now I'm looking at, I guess it's going on week 5, and no limbs have been picked up. My other neighbor, limbs that fell in her backyard, she pulled it up for curbside pick up as well. That's at 9. There's different homes throughout that The bills are still waiting to be picked up. And I understand from the intake person. So within 5 weeks, so I'm just kind of curious, what's the hold up even with the shortage? It was just looking back to humility, when you try to keep your guard up. And then, you know, pick up the things with, those, leads on the third Christian Brown. Insight, what's going on, and is anyone coming? Type thing. Thank you. My question is, how can they get?
I'm sorry, I did not hear the person's name or address.
John A.R.S.U.L. That's close enough. So, what my part plan is, they cut the front of the grass, make that look nice. Side. But on the very back of their property, the weed 5-6 foot tall. And with me, myself and the wife, when we have a lengthy conversation, that you give them a cutting that, and it seemed like it went out the door because nobody's cutting them. Now, I think if I recall,
Is that mic going out? Because I can't hear anything.
there was still a property, put a lien against their property where they could sell it. So saying that, which nothing's being done on that behalf. Eggs and roads, everything else coming up there, and that's gonna of property, and you would think some your, you know, and then on ration cars that they leave running, you know, trailers, we can hear that if it's a cool night and you open the window. That noise from them and Quick Trip. There has to be a truck and Quick Trip on the entranceway, you know, where they go in, that truck. That's what I'm counting on, but I go up and down the road 6 different times. He's got a big refrigerator. Now, saying that, and the signs
Mayor, there are 3 minutes, it's up.
on that driveway. It seems like nobody is enforcing that.
Code enforcer, Ms. Bishop. They'll get direct across and
Mayor, I can't hear you.
what that.
Yeah.
Because they had to make.
Our director is supposed to do something by October 21st.
Yes, sir. So he'll get with you on that.
The other people that own that property, they didn't come in there in that facility, all them years. I'm not saying you're not gonna do, but to hear the same thing over and over.
We can further resolve that for you. Okay. we are concerned. And they will give you an update on tomorrow.
So if my knowledge, what I would do, I ain't spending the city money, I would send a whole crew over there. Wake your ass up, Martin French, wake your ass up, and you're gonna be billed for this, and, you're gonna. It's been going on for the last 3 years, it ain't getting no better. Same stuff over and over.
Director Barrett. So they'll give you an update. Let's see how we can move it, because I think it's a little bit.
Does that. That not really. You know, so-called terrorists.
Solve that, okay?
All right, we'll see. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You come on, nice.
We're just gonna put it right here, so that way. Everyone on the computer can hear better.
My name is Peggy Robinson and I live on Norwich Drive, 1300 Norwich Drive. And with other things, but I'm going to ask for one thing. I have been trying for years for someone to get my neighbors to obey the trash can rules. To take their trash cans in the next day after the trash is run, and to not to put them out till after 6 o'clock p.m. the day before they run, and not leave them out all week long. Not only leave them out all week long, pay your trash bill and not have them. I have called, I have went back in the trash can police, I have had promises that we're gonna send letters out. These people never take. You know, and once you get 4 or 5 people who don't take their trash can in, then somebody else is gonna say, well, I'm not gonna take mine in either. And it's a mess. It really is. When I first moved over there, you couldn't. I came Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night to make sure. And now, yes, it seems like that would be something to enforce, is to have someone. In fact, people should really want to do it, but if they don't want to do it, it should be enforced. I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Justice by another. Yeah, I need to make an adjustment to my amendment. I want to change signature to the city clerk contact the CPA firm.
There's been a motion on the floor to change the amendment.
Mayor, talk up.
To add the city clerk will contact.
The language in the motion to say that the city clerk take out signature and put in the city clerk to contact.
James, I didn't hear that. You're muted. What's going on? I got city clerk contact.
The city clerk contact the CPA firm.
Thank you.
Different CPA.
There's a correction to the motion that instead of the Sinkers being contacted, that the city clerk will contact the PTA. And never that.
And he took that out with a different.
Yeah, and we take. Right? And we're taking out the, and that the city clerk will be contacted the PTA. That's correct? All the time?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. And may we have a second? Any discussion? May we have a roll call?
Who's second? Who did the second?
Alderwoman Dale.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Alderwoman Smith,
Yeah.
Alderwoman Dales. Alderwoman Dales. Alderwoman Dales, I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Alderwoman Harmon Ward,
Yes.
President Thomas,
Yes.
Alderwoman Von Surgeon,
Yes.
Alderwoman Warnes. Can't hear you.
Yes.
Alderwoman Hester. Mayor, motion passes.
Thank you. Okay, plan and zoning report, Chairman Patrick.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I call our monthly meeting on Monday, July 10th. Apply for one Austin, code operator.
Yeah, yeah,
Mike.
if you can put it in the meeting here. Break it down.
Okay.
Outside.
Let me start over. Planning and zoning held our monthly meeting on Monday, July 10th. The major business discussed was a conditional use permit applied for by Ms. Tawana Austin, proposed operator of Royalty Cafe and Event Center at 12 Lewis and Clark Boulevard. The site formerly used by Raphael and Latanya Lewis, named Williams, Kitchen LLC. Your Kitchen LLC obtained a conditional use permit under ordinance 2598 in September of 2021. Ms. Austin has an occupancy permit, an approved inspection from North County Fire and Rescue, and an approved inspection from St. Louis County Health Department. At the time, she did not have a business license or a conditional use permit from the city. The site is located in the C1 local business district. Restaurants require a conditional use permit in accordance with section 2996 C restaurants of the city code. We discussed a number of considerations with Ms. Austin. The first was control of alcohol. He does not want patrons to bring in alcohol, and her contract with her customers will clearly forbid bringing in alcohol with them. The parking of commercial vehicles. There will be no parking of commercial vehicles there except when loading or unloading. Running outside events. There was concern among commission members of crowd behavior during events held outside. Stated she will not hold events outside. If doing so prevents her from obtaining a conditional use permit and operating her business. Days and hours of operation were discussed at length. After much discussion with Ms. Austin, commission members voted to recommend approval of a conditional following conditions. He obtained City of Bell Fountain business license, and I believe that's already happened. No alcohol will be allowed to be brought into the facility. Stated that as part of the contract for patrons will sign. No events will be held outdoors. Days and hours of operation will be limited to Monday and Thursday from noon to 6 p.m. Friday and Sunday, 10 p.m. Was a question as to whether a landscaping plan was needed. In that regard, I reached out to Ms. Williams of A-Red Circle, the owner of that property, to see if her architects had a landscaping plan. She discussed that with them. After that, I did consult the city attorney. We discussed it a bit, corresponded about it a bit, and felt that that could wait to come later because land or with the property as a whole and not this particular space. And planning and zoning recommends approval of this conditional use permit with the aforementioned conditions. Any questions?
Questions from the board? On the floor is to accept the conditional use permit with the conditions.
Mayor, I can't hear you.
No, James.
Oh, okay. And I thought Alderman Dales had her hand up.
Thank you, Ms. Graham. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the CPC with conditions for royalty cafe.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What you would be voting on tonight is not the cup, be the public hearing for the cup. Okay.
My motion is to over here, after all two and required notice for the board of Alderman meeting on September the 7th. So the motion is for us to vote the hearing, will allow Pat to set the hearing up. And the hearing happened on the September.
We would a 15-day minimum notification period with that. Does that give us at least 15 days?
Yes.
Yes, it would. No,
I said.
it was seconded by Civic, it was seconded by Alderman.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Alderman Smith, Alderman Dales. Did you say a roll call vote?
Yes.
Okay, Alderman Dales? I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Alderman Harmon Ward,
Yes.
President Thomas,
Yeah.
Alderman Von Surgeon,
Yes.
Alderman Warnes,
Yes.
Alderman Hester.
Yes.
All right, Mayor, motion passes.
Thank you. The next thing on our
What?
agenda, discussion of the 2020
Stop on 17, Rick.
I'm sorry.
Stop on page 17. For the budget. Okay.
Solar panel on page 16.
Okay.
Those are easy because of the effort. Straight to the. Collect money for it.
I would like to go back to the page where the image of beautification is. And put that under parks. Or, yeah, parks and recreation.
Seven.
He said, yeah, it's a book.
What's seven?
And all the ones that were something on page 11.
Okay.
It now will reside on page number.
Second.
I apologize. Yes, the amount stays the same. We just switching it over to parks and recreation.
The page of line, I'm sorry, page 11, read. So all of a sudden. Community was removed and the police department was the only one that had one, so I would like to remove that as well. And this line item was community services. Right, so the line item also is for recruiting, so I'm not sure what they would need just strictly for recruiting. That's what I would like the line item to be.
So you just want to title it recruiting.
Right, but the amount, so the amount for recruiting, I don't wanna put a specific amount without the chief being present.
Yeah.
I can see, I'm sorry. That's that your recruiting would be.
7,000.
How much, you say?
7,000.
Okay, well then what would you utilize for community service?
Recruiting doesn't go.
Would like to put that in there? Yes.
Further, I was asking $3,500 That's what time. Recruiting is just not
setting up a table and putting out some brochures. Bringing them with a lot of different things and crossing, bringing it to all of our community policing projects. And all of our community policing projects is funded from that particular fund. So I can't give you a specific on recruiting, but it branches out into all of those other events that we have. So everything that we do is a recruitment effort. Just to ask a question then, would
Just so you guys know, the sound is terrible.
just so we know that 7,000 is what you want, would, or five. He said 5 would be okay if he needs to make a concession to help out the city budget.
We were holding for the receipt. You explained you were providing to the board. We have yet to receive those receipts in regards to recruiting. So where would the receipt that come from then?
Supplies concerning recruitment efforts, what we're focusing. We have biological supplies, brochures, tablecloth, backdrop, a couple of stands. We do go to recruiting events, and we have none of this stuff. And if we're going to compete based on your aesthetics alone, we have nothing to draw people toward us. That's just one of many things. So if you're asking where this procedure is going to come from, or where you come from, which I can make a list for you if you like. However, that money is also used for Halloween, and it's also used for participating in the events that are held by the city, like the crime preventions, and help something coming up. There's probably another something that's going to come up next year. We also have given money to other events to support them, and with I can't put a finger on exactly how it goes a long way. Yes, I did make a section. I've been working with my. Tally over 5,000 for this year's budget. We can give you. Just you can give us. be a need for the CDC. I know, you can't hear me, I know, it's a good microphone. If you give us receipts from the 5,000 that we're gonna put into for next year, that would come to the state. Have the receipts, then that would know process.
Everything, yeah, our budget,
Yeah.
everybody else. You should be able to see.
Right. Oh, really?
And,
Yeah, no.
For 2021, 22. Had 14,000, is that correct? First, this is the 120. We're on page 15.
oh, go ahead.
Okay. 21, 22.
Okay, good.
Okay, we're on page 15. Column 3. 21, 22, we had 14,000. 22, 23, we annualized 120. Is the figure for 2021 more accurate or the figure for 21, 22 more accurate?
All the columns are accurate, except column 3.
Okay. We go to page 16.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is there a refund that the city gets back from the sewer bank? When the taxes are paid,
What that,
120.
that goes to the 120, that's right.
Okay, so do we have a total of the receipt of the, what we received from the bond? We have an actual amount of that,
Well, that's about what we're collecting from tax out.
right?
Increase or amount. So one of the things the board may want to do is put a cap. Regarding how much one can have regarding sewer ladder. Nobody does address this one. Cap the amount that can be spent.
Okay, so can you tell me how, is there, can we have a line item, or is there in revenues that, I mean, income that's stating how much we're receiving back from the taxpayers on,
That gives the amount.
that's the 120. Oh, that's one to be.
So that is the amount.
Okay.
Again, I would consider a resolution. That a dollar amount what one can spend in regard to this amount. So you should always have a cap not to exceed.
We're on page 16.
Very good, thank you.
The administrative cost is what the bank is charging us.
What's called a paying agent. And the paying agent does this.
to the bondholders. So that's how the bondholders get the money, it's called a payment.
Seven. Anybody got a question on 16?
The streets was gonna come out of ARPA. So I thought streets, I do understand this page regarding bonds, however, I thought some of this was coming out of the ARPA money, like the street comes. Repaving or road improvement.
There's certain way to spend this money.
Right.
We have not been spending, so it really has to be spent for the purpose of bond. And the streets, so to your point, the pumps or the bucks, how they want to describe it, can come out of either category. So that's totally pumps, street that can come out of what was just placed here. The goal is to spend this entire amount. So we follow what we said to bondholders we were going to do. We haven't spent any of this last year.
What's the deadline?
So,
You know,
yeah, the deadline probably passed. So keep in mind the way bonds work. Here's how they work. For the first 6 months, the largest 5%. Within the first 3 years, it's that 85%. And then after 5 years, it's supposed to be completely committed or committed. So I'm just suggesting we get it committed. Not committed doesn't mean we put it in budget. Committed means you have a purchase order, you are in business to get it done. So I would suggest ASAP city. Now, we're gonna run the same thing with ARPA. ARPA has to all be committed. Now, committed means not in the budget. It means progress as of December of next year. So we're running into the same dilemma on ARPA.
if the board, if it's okay with the board that we contract out someone to do the estimate for the 3 pumps and get done so we get them started this year. Is that okay with everyone?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, Alderman Dales?
If it's okay with the board, Alderman, I'm asking if we can use these funds to get started on the street pumps. The kind that or the asphalt pumps that are in the street. Would that be okay with everyone?
You leave that budget.
Have a list of
I cannot hear Von Surgeon.
She asked, was there a list of street? Oh, sorry.
Streets that the street pumps. But that will be the process. Have we contracted this out already? I don't think anybody on the board is prepared to put speed bumps and humps down. I know that. So we have to make sure that we've got, John Jordan always took care of that when he was on the board. But we need somebody, we need to have a contractor, if we're going to begin the process.
Still on page 13.
Specifically for the board, the humps, the sort of the process will be coming out of the street, road improvement and repair from the bonds. Is the total of 707,553.
937.
Oh, I'm sorry, 937,552. Page 18. I do believe there might be a part of public works. That you might send out bids for the humps and bumps. Would that be a yes or no? I can't hear you.
Yes. Yes.
Page 18.
On the, line item for the website, updating and rebranding. Have we done any, RFPs for that?
Yes, directed. Started on.
Excuse me.
I haven't sent out any RFPs for it. I did contact Web Sanity, they're our current one, and they were willing to upgrade for less than $10,000. You go to their website, they take care of the same with Sue's website, a few others. Local-based software company that runs the website. We've been with them for years, and they were willing to do the upgrade. Proposal I gave you guys a year ago for this, including the rebranding of our logo and a few other color schemes for the thing. If we were to take that off there, then essentially be into the $10,000. Right, first year operating under. I know we've got quotes from Civic Rock and they wanted, I think, $30,000 or $40,000 to upgrade, and it was like a $10,000 per year to keep that going. I don't think there's. They're gonna send me a report next week.
Say take something out, and it would be 10,000. I couldn't, but you were saying that it would be up under 10,000.
It would be under 10,000, you new proposal that they're gonna send me next week. To redo our website. Or if you guys want to go to, you can go to websanity.com. They have their product page, and there's like, I think 6 or 7 different websites that they contract with, they're just some examples of different. The mobile website, when you log in your phone, you don't have to like scroll over it, forms to your phone and all that stuff, so take a look at that, and if you guys want to go with that, I'll share the proposal with the mayor, and you can send it out once I receive that.
You said web sanity.
Web sanity, correct.
Thank you.
So question, underneath, still on page 8. Second four, and it says court department.
The signage is for our streets.
Sign would be for your
Public Works.
public works, yes, you can have to include anything else.
Yes, we have $48,205. Is that for signs, the sign? Or for the upgrade for the city sign?
Then there's a line item prior to that, it says software automotive. What would that be? Are we talking police department?
So that would be public works.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, still in.
I got it.
And so at one point, you had talked about getting different type of material, getting signs made out of. Because I noticed that a lot of the signs didn't sit there. Have you, made any progress further on that?
Yes, different places. They all, then you can have, or you can sign.
What about the electronic sign? City Hall, unless you write a poem, you really don't see where you're going. You know, everything is there for you to register everything.
And Jeff, what software do you guys use?
Scanners, we can check, engine trouble codes on different vehicles, equipment.
Pay for, on page 19, we have hazard pay. And that was told, and I have to verify this, but we might need to take it out, but that should have been dispersed in our last budget, because we're no longer, in COVID. So, because we didn't create an ordinance for that. So that has to pay, and I also asked for our residents. So I guess we gotta give verification on that.
It has, you have the, all the deals were saying that we missed the mark on paying out the hazard pay. Is that true?
Here's my opinion, it's still part of the process. And as part of the ARPA funds, suggested called hazard or bring in pay. Now, in my opinion, I think the window is still open, but it only applies to those during that time frame. So unfortunately, you just got hired recently, you're not gonna qualify. Those that work during that COVID period that would qualify, as long as the ARPA window is open, that means the opportunity is still there. So, but again, it's retro to only work during that period. But that's, again, Dorothy would be the legal, my opinion, as a CBA.
Do you mind sending that to the board, please? Okay, so we'll leave it up for now.
Keep in mind, it's come down quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, we know.
So it's not going to be the entire amount, but that just is an earmark. For realizes. Okay.
And the board can make the amount,
Correct,
okay.
correct. You can decide how much.
I'd like to make a suggestion for the hazard pay. Where is the hazard pay? Down in.
But the amount will be, because we lost employees, and it will be less than 100.
Thank you, that's what I wanted to know, I didn't hear you guys down there. All right, thank you.
The park grant match is 15%. I'm so sorry, page 19. Park grant match is 15%, it's a total of 63,000. Park grant match for Tanglewood Park.
Correct.
Do we have all the parks, or is there something we can do? All of the parks?
Next year, you can use the municipal park grant. We did apply for the urban forest and grant that would address all the playgrounds. But that grant, as of right now, it was, and not use it for bathrooms and pavilion. That's why we're using the municipal park grant. I'll say it back. Okay.
This is strictly just for Tanglewood Park.
Tanglewood Park.
Thank you.
Page 19. Page 20. Rick, have any of these figures adjusted?
Talk about salary numbers or.
Yes, sir.
Talk about how it's fine.
Yes, sir. Page 20.
There's other total sports.
Yes, sir.
All that. All right, so we're gonna bring 1,006. So. Administration. 68,840. Stays exactly the same.
Wait a minute, you said 360, 368, 840.
We got 3, 6, 8, comma, 8. Stays exactly the same, 7. Street is 601, comma, 575. Rec center is the same. 5778. 1,555,888. So 6748 is now 3,092,748. So that's 3,092,748.
Just repeat that.
Which one?
The total.
The total is 3,092,748.
Okay, so can you give me, I just want to make sure, because I wrote something in the wrong bracket.
Sure.
Administration is
368.
368, 840. Court is, let's see,
Went to 601. Sorry,
wait a minute. 601.
601, 575.
Wait a minute, 601. Said,
Which one?
for the rec center.
For-
For the rec center, I thought we did. Okay, give me the rec center one more time, let's play the same. 495,778.
495,778. Okay. That's ARPA funds.
Yeah.
So the line is down for the police department equipment / police vehicle maintenance in the amount of 25,000. Should pay 19, I'm sorry, should read police vehicle maintenance. Chief, would that be correct for your vehicles?
ARPA can't be used.
Well, it is on here as police department equipment, the chief previously stated on page 14, there was no police department equipment.
No. We just can't do maintenance out of ARPA. So the word maintenance has to be removed.
Okay, so can we move that part?
Yeah, so this would be for something new to the city. So it has to be equipment related, like a camera or anything of that nature. That's would qualify. That would be equipment, anything of that nature. Can't maintain anything here, it has to be a new purchase. So that
It has to be a new purchase.
something new to the city. Something new to the city. That was the intent of ARPA.
Okay.
Just gonna be work maintenance.
Oh, okay, good one, yeah.
Thank you.
Rec Center. In previous years, there was money put in there for the HVAC system. I have 2 units out here, one for the locker room and one for the racquetball court. I got quotes on those, and maybe not, a little less than all that. If we could put $10,000 in, we get the HVAC system for the locker rooms and the racquetball updated. That would take care of that. Or she said it was 7,000 previously that we put in there.
So 5,000 each.
Yeah, so a total of 10,000 would cover both of those getting fixed.
If you're only gonna maintain, like a blower or something, can't use this.
Okay.
We could use the generator.
Right.
We just can't use.
Racquetball would be a floor device. Locker room, they're gonna do a big test on it, just so we can align some kind of fix, so we can put,
It's gonna be maintenance or repair.
let me pull that, try to find out where it's at.
So
Before we replace it.
So we got, don't have a quote for the new.
No, I don't know what it.
Could you just send us a line? State.
That would be fine, but if we can put 5,000 in there to get the racquetball one order,
Okay.
that would work. Yeah. That's right, yeah, that's the replacement whole unit, the capacitor.
By new unit for the racquetball.
The locker room and the racquetball.
We can figure for the by new unit for the locker.
For the board, 5,000, is that correct?
Yeah, just for the racquetball, he's gonna email the board.
For the locker room.
Right.
Got it. I'll get it. On that. We have to agree with that. And then the last we've had in there for 2 trucks for the parks and rec. Kind of drive around them every day. I know those were previously in there. I don't know where you guys stand on, if you want to purchase 2 F-150s. I never got it. No, never.
You got. Got one.
You didn't purchase the trucks?
No, I never got official approval to go ahead and send that out. I know it's been discussed, but I never got official vote to go ahead and move forward with RFPs. So I would need that. And, go ahead and do that. So then I'll have that done tomorrow.
So you. Would it come out?
I would assume, no, I don't know what the update is, but I'll come back once I sign out the RFP with the updated now. And that would take, or if they come back astronomical, maybe just purchase.
One for 56,000.
How much?
56,000 is what we had budgeted.
Yeah, 60,000.
I don't want to.
Six.
And get board approval. I know we haven't talked about it. Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay, right. I like that program first. I'm glad.
Small man, you know, more than your food.
I do want to. When explaining the conversation with Dr. Jimmy. Just had, that Jimmy just had when we did the approval for gesture for the streets department. They had some sort of, was it state or governmental programs where we got. Programs still open in these cities, so we're gonna.
Also, for the ARPA funds, we need to. Right. Okay, wait a minute. You haven't gotten to public works. Have to do the trees, right?
Yeah, when we talk, then we put a line item on.
Historical.
Page 19. Great. 19.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you got it.
What's completed on,
Short amounts is they were.
so we paid for it, right?
Pay 50%. I think. Around 121,000. We paid 50% of that down. That we do probably in a few weeks once they're done with City Hall and they have to run wire for the monitor in the office over here at the rec center.
Okay, because for the budget that we're working in right now is just 56,000.
Oh, and half of the original contract.
Okay, so we owe another 20-something odd $1,000, so that needs to go into the ARPA funds, because that is in the system.
50,000, you say?
Yeah. That's okay.
It's okay.
19.
19. Oh, camera upgrade.
Camera up, the other half of the camera upgrade.
$63,782. Next case, we gotta put another $63,782.
Okay.
63782 on page 19.
What is that upgrade going to go towards?
The camera upgrades.
Camera upgrade.
Which part?
City Hall.
No, that's the rec center. That's the.
It's included. Facility grant, which is the rec center, City Hall, the back behind Public Works,
Correct, yeah.
it's the whole facility.
City Hall and the Recreation Center was 25.
But Cindy, can you hear me?
In and out, guys, and it's 9:15.
So with that camera upgrade included City Hall and the Recreation Center. That included going from 12 cameras at the rec center to I think 25 over here, and then upgrading the BOE Smith. Change order for $600. I just told Rick that, and then the police department had a change order for Tom Harris, which they had to add additional camera and some wiring and the BOE. Add an extra 4,000 for the change orders that were approved. That would be cover the rest of it.
What needs to be budgeted instead of 63,782 and have 67,782. You've got to add the 4,000 change order. 67, 782.
Okay, we also for the order, we may have the that would be something new, the swipe locks for every facility. We did add them, and we put it in order, but it's not on this list. Can you estimate about how much that's gonna be, Jimmy?
I talked to a company that was out here.
For the record.
When we were doing the camera walkthrough of the mandatory, there was one company that was out here that does that as well. He did say updating old facilities was more costly because they have to run power to every single door. So they have to take out the door frames or fish wire down to every single door in City Hall and run power there in order to get everything working. So I
Versus buying new gold.
yeah, if you were to do the whole door frame, you still have to run power every single door. So doing the full rehab of the old building is more costly than building a new building and putting that stuff in there. That number, you didn't find that, but you can call out to the companies and we can take a quote for it and always reallocate those funds later as they pay. But I can't give a number, I don't have any clue on what that would be. And it could be 80, 40.
So the question to the board is, do we want to change the locks? Because the locks have not been changed since they built the building. And a lot of people walking around with a bunch of locks. Bunch of keys, you gotta come back. Bunch of keys.
I would say that would be a good idea for the recreation center as well too. With the digital locks, we have so many exterior doors here to run power through this whole brick building would be that. But if we were to get all the locks updated, get new keys for everybody, I think that would be a thing. Rekey everything, that would be a better option.
I was gonna suggest, versus the electronic for the whole facility for both buildings, and yes, it's police department too. That's not- I don't know how much it costs. Yeah, yeah.
Well, can you,
Now, that's considered maintenance, correct? Right? So we could use our,
But if we bought the box, that would be something.
So if you replace it all and it was brand new, that's something have to be safety. So would that?
Safety.
Right,
okay. So
so.
when you say it,
A whole,
it put
Ask for it.
as, what y'all think?
Okay.
To reach the whole, everything.
Instead of swipe cards.
Yes, that's right. Keep that. Post it. Yeah. We'll go call it safe. Okay.
That be considered maintenance then?
No.
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 And you're putting something new.
Right,
So, and there's really not big, replacing. We have,
right,
but something that
okay.
have to utilize the word safety and that's what we put in here. Because otherwise it may not qualify.
New safety doors,
And how much?
$100.
100,000. Perfect, got it.
Yes, safety.
Yeah.
Board, it's 9:20.
Thank you.
We got you.
You're welcome.
I'm not, I mean, I'm really new to this whole process, but, there was talk last year about moving our court system to Clayton. And that when talking to the chief about it, it's cheaper. It takes away, we don't have to pay for, a judge and a prosecutor and all of that. That goes with moving the court. And somebody said to me, well, you know, what's gonna happen to people? I'll tell you, if I was gonna get a ticket and I could go here, or I would have to go to Clayton to pay the ticket, I think I'd rather go to Clayton to do the ticket. Now, I don't know if that's real or not real, but is there anything in this budget at all about working with the police department to move our court system over to Clayton?
Not at this time.
It costs.
No, but it is something we might put entertain over the course of the next year to get more specific. Okay, I just haven't seen it brought up, so that's all, thank you.
Okay, we need to go back to administration. That's gonna be page 5. Oh, okay, go back to page 21, I'm sorry, I thought we were finished. Maybe just go back to page 21. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Historical analysis.
Explain to us what the stage is all about.
This basically is your bottom line.
You said historical, small thing, okay, then it has a year.
You see what transpires, the historical is the. Gives you an idea of where the city has been in the past, bottom line.
Right.
Meaning the net. Capital improvements.
Okay.
Where did we wind up? What transpired? And again, you can see column 5 and 6 represent the budgets, one for last year.
Can't hear Rick at all.
See, we ain't broke.
70, page 21 is the bottom line for the city. The net, in other words, the surplus or the deficit that the city ran historically. So that's what this is.
Guys, it's 9:24.
Schedule that's one number, the meeting is updated. 10 minutes. I can, so, because I need to get the totals from the city, from the census, for the residential rental, and for the vacant houses, I just see that on our income there. And we wanna, after she calls tomorrow, we wanna get an estimate of what we need to put in for the CPA, for the, so we can be kind of close to numbers, because I think we went over a little bit. So is that okay with the board?
We can meet after the training session, that's all we're gonna talk about.
One more thing we have to discuss. Next month, we have to set our tax rate. So,
Wait a minute.
so, right now, based on our normal schedule, we would be meeting on Thursday, September 21st. So, and then the question is, where do we want to hold it? Do we want to hold it here? Or do we want to hold it at the rec center? Public hearing or another location? If we have to embed that in our public hearing notice. Date, time, and place.
Have to be by when,
Well, we get the 61st meeting, April 7th. The problem is we have to get it posted 7 days. We have to have it posted published 7 days before that meeting. So if we do it on the 7th, it's gonna be close. I don't know if somebody's gonna have time to get it into the St. Louis County. So we could, I think we could make it, but it's gonna be close. So we could wait till the 7th if the board wants, because according to statute, we could also post it in 3 public locations, and that would qualify also. So I'm just saying, we can't make the publishing date, we have a backup if the board would like to do that. The 21st, I believe, is the town hall. So if we could use that location, we just need to know what time. Okay, so we can have it here if you like, because we're only gonna be here.
set,
What time does the town hall start?
7 o'clock,
Did you want to do the public hearing beforehand, like at 6:30?
yeah.
All right, we can do it at 6:30 and then right here to us. Perfect. We'll go ahead and we'll do it. That makes it much easier. Thank you.
Okay. boys, so we can finish up the budget, we would have to do it on Tuesday, August the 22nd. We have a training session on Monday from 6:30 to 8:30, and it's just too much in one day. So we'll have to complete it on Tuesday, August 22nd. Can we meet like at 5? Then, what about 6?
6:30.
6:30 to 8:30? We'll just put just in case. 6:30 to 8:30 on Tuesday, the 22nd of August, to complete the budget, and the board is gonna probably need it, well,
I would have to zoom in.
Okay.
that's fine,
Because now, so I'll be zooming in now. We're getting close. And give everyone an updated budget if we like, so everybody can see where we're at
right.
with all the numbers. I just don't want anyone to get confused with what you've been seeing. So. We're getting close. See what's been done.
Okay, so my question is. We got time to submit the budget statement because we have it to the 28th, gave myself a deadline of the 23rd to be complete.
And I'm gonna update the budget next, what we see.
Okay,
You can always update it again after that point. Not worried about that. I just wanted this current as to be, so the board has the most current product that they're working with. So all the other.
wait.
Got 2 minutes.
I'm gonna give you a complete new copy. So hold on to what you have to compare to make sure all the changes requested are included. But as soon as you agree it's there, toss your old copy. So that way we don't have any different versions going around. Okay, it's still,
9:30 board.
it's still in draft until the board approves it, so keep in mind. But I want to make sure you have a more current, because we are close. And it's easier to make a decision when you see where we're at.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 9:30. Who's second?
Who's second?
All in favor? I think we want to thank the community for coming. Out of the budget